Hey brother, what another great week at 2LaneLife, huh?
You know, they seem to just get greater and greater all the time.
Well, and look, we added another pony to the stable.
Yes.
You turned in Big Red, 75,000 miles. What did you pick up here?
2021 Road Glide Special, and I'm digging it, and I can't wait to upgrade it because I don't like riding them stock.
I agree. So what are we doing?
Well, the first thing we do on these bikes, we start up on top with the hand controls. We do the thrash and high bend bars. Comes with the clamp, risers,
6.5 inch.
6.5 inch pullback risers. You need the adapter plate, thrash and
Yep.
adapter plate. We use perch clamps and Memphis Shades hand guards. So basically when you get the top done, you're feeling really good up top.
Yeah, and the reason you need the perch clamps is on this bike, you'll see these are 3 inch.
Right.
And you got to get down to the shorter bar. You're
Right.
going to need the perch clamps, whether,
Right.
yeah.
And it's like a nice ring
Beautiful,
to put on,
yeah.
you know? So we always do this. We always go ahead and throw a derby cover on there. Got to have
Thrash and derby cover.
Yeah, I like to brand my bike a certain way, and I love these parts, so I feel good about them. So then we work our way down to the foot controls.
Yeah, so you got the bagger boards, right? Show them what those look like.
We got the bagger boards, and you know when you put the bagger boards, brake arm, and all this stuff on, you take about 21 pounds off your bike, so that's a great thing.
And then we run the minis. The wives love that.
Yes. You got to have the mount for the actual boards this way. So you change the mount and you got the mini floorboards. The wives love them.
And then, you know, recently we've been adding these shift levers and show them what we run a short length and a stock length, right?
Yeah, so we have a short length for the front, for the toe, and then we have the long stock length with a short shifter tip.
Yeah, and if you show that against here a little bit, you've got the full board to use when you do it that way.
Yeah, it definitely, when this is up here, and we'll show you on the bike, when this is here, look at all that room you have on the
You got
board.
the full board, it's awesome.
We love that.
And then here's another game changer, right? This is a 3-way adjustable brake arm.
Awesome.
This is -2. We do make a stock length as
Right.
well, but we tend to run the short ones. We really like the ability to, whoa, turn around here. Be able to stomp on that brake. It's close to the board. You're not up in a position like this. You can set it in a stock position or go to the medium.
Right, and the latest part is the, whoa. The latest part is the new shift linkage. Awesome. Everything that we have here with the thrashing is direct contact, whether it's your feet, steering, linkage, brake, shift, metal, you feel it, it happens right away, and that's why we upgrade. We need that performance.
Yeah, and on all of our bikes, the last 5 or 6 we've run Legend suspension. This is the Axio fronts, piston driven with some nitrogen. Really nice ride with that on the front. And then we run the Arc reservoir, and you can see the reservoirs. We undermount ours. We don't put them up on top of the struts. But great ride. You got compression and rebound. Just improves your ride immensely, and your passenger will actually love it too.
I mean, everything that's here, you can feel the bike. You know what you're doing when you're shifting and you're steering. It's great. And we'll be able to show you exactly what we did on the finished bike on Galen's 2020 because all these parts are on his bike.
But there's a couple other things that we need to look at on your bike. You quickly changed to the Clockwork 12-inch Pro Touring.
Yes.
And what seat did you throw on there?
The Saddleman Slim LS. And like I say, everything that we put on our bikes, we've done years of testing and riding.
For sure.
This is our setup. And when you're filming, this makes it great. It feels like we're on a race bike.
And you did 2 other parts. You did the points cover.
Points cover.
Yep.
And what other part?
Did you do the reservoir cover?
The brake reservoir cover,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, the vented dipstick by Fueling.
We have a vented dipstick by Fueling that's already on the bike. I put that on when I first got it. But we will show you how this is all done.
So here we are. Lance had mentioned 6.5 pullback risers with the high bend bar and the top clamp, along with the adapter plate, which you can't see. It's an amazing change when you go to a setup like this. There's no more rubber bushings or mounts. You're hard mounted to the triple tree. It's very responsive. I honestly felt like when I did this on the Street Glide, I didn't even have saddlebags. It was just so like,
right.
And I did, but it's a great setup.
You know, and you just have to pay attention when you're mounting it. You cut the nacelle here. You use a coping saw. There's a template. You get the cut there, and you install it, and it just.
I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but take your time.
Take your time. It'll come out just right.
And then add the little jewelry pieces. The perch clamps are great. These are all black. I think you're going to run the twice cut.
Yeah.
Cool.
So looking good. I mean, and then you go down to foot controls.
Yeah, so these are the bagger floorboards, and then we also run the Mini, and the wives really like those.
I mean, look at the sleek design. Look at the narrow fit. Look at the, I mean, they're just so, the function and the grip on the foot, it just is a game-changing, great ride. And look at the brake arm. That shows you right there.
And what I like about the stock has a rubber mount, and your foot kind of wobbles on that.
Yeah.
You know, this is a hard mount. People ask oftentimes, do you get, vibration? And the reality is you do not.
Not at all.
And then check out this game changer. This is the brake arm.
Look how easy.
2-inch short, and we're in the low position here with a P54 peg, slim peg on there.
And we utilize the whole board when we're riding.
Yeah.
We're back here, we're here, and it's really great. And that is it takes all the pressure off the ankle.
And then you come up here on the highway guard, and we've got the P54 for highway pegs. So pretty darn cool setup.
Digging it.
Yeah, so when I bought this stock, we were running to Four Corners, the rally up there in Durango.
Right.
So I rode it all stock, and I noticed my feet were actually being blown off the
right.
floorboards when we'd go by the semis. And so immediately I was like, I need to get the lowers.
Right.
And so we end up color matching, got the lowers from House of Harley. Now my wind on my legs, as much as we travel, it's so much more comfortable. We also invested in the Memphis Shades hand guards, another great product to keep that wind off your hands. And then something that's really a game changer is this 12-inch Pro Touring Clockworks windshield. I mean, it's got the hips and the flip, so downforce, and takes the air right over the top of you.
One great thing, all these parts that we put on the bike that we really like and have tested for years are available at 2LaneLife.com.
Well, let's go to the comfort.
Comfort, that would be the seat, Saddleman Slim. Legend suspension, and you can see how it was mounted down here. You can adjust it right here on the fly. Awesome. So
that's the Revo Arc reservoir.
Yep.
We mounted the reservoirs down below, as you can see. And then on the front end, you can't see that, but there are Axio Pros up here, and really, really great ride.
Right, it is. And for sound and a little bit of performance that makes it just get that little bit more giddy up, you got the Cobra slip-ons, and this is what choice you have here?
Yeah, that's the Race Pro. And,
Race Pro.
We haven't done the headers or the engine work. That's next. We're just waiting on some of our friends to help out with that. The other thing that we did, and you did as well, the custom dynamic LED lights.
Yes.
Helped improve the brightness of your bike there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about stopping power, right? I mean, on the rear, you've got the Wave, and that's a carrier that they use. And then on the front, we've got the Wave here, hard mount. With your bike, I think we're going to try the Cubics.
Yes, yes.
So what do you think?
I think it's great. And another thing we haven't mentioned is we are going to throw in on both of these bikes the Rockford Fosgate amp and speakers in the nose here. And what a huge difference. I have thousands of miles on my old system, and 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, you still can hear the music.
I can hear you. Just like my CVO with all those speakers, you were just as loud.
Yeah, very important upgrade.
And then when we do the work on the engine, we'll do a 465 fueling cam. And hey, they got a cam chest kit that's pretty simple. We'll just throw that puppy in, and we're on our way for power.
Yeah.
So let me show you the riding position now. So when you were on the bike before, you were kind of here, right?
Yes.
And now, I mean, here we are. My hands are right at below my heart, or right at heart level. You can see they're bent slightly. We can ride for thousands of miles this way, and you're responsive. You can rip the corners. I mean, it's a very comfortable ride, and the most popular setup we have is a 6.5 pullback high bend with perch clamp, so it's pretty darn cool.
Very moto. And
Yeah,
very
very
good
moto.
looking and very stylish.
Very stylish. All right, well, what's next?
You know, the next thing usually is when the stuff's all done and everything's torqued down and we get on the bike and we hit the road.
Let's go for a ride, man.
Yeah, that's what I like.